Let's look briefly about the things for which Washington encourages us to pray, or encouraged his fellow citizens to pray.
Well, most striking is the first.
Namely,
He says our prayers should be supplications to the great Lord and ruler of nations, and beseech him to pardon our national and other transgressions. And actually, I think this is an element that tends to drop out of the presidential proclamations. It's of course present in Lincoln. It's even more present in Adams, who actually called for a day of humiliation, fasting, and prayer. And Adams did that on 2 occasions. It may have been that which led Jefferson to abandon the tradition for so many years until Lincoln revived it.
the motion of the prayers actually begins really with our transgressions, moves to our duties, then is a prayer for to render our government, in fact, a blessing to all the people. Then it moves out to the sovereigns and other nations.
Protection and guidance.
And then to humankind altogether. I mean, to promote this knowledge of true religion and virtue, and to increase knowledge among all humankind. And finally, wishing to grant to all mankind such a degree of temporal prosperity as he alone knows to be best. Which is a touch in here that I like very much. It's not a prayer for the maximum amount and increase of this, that, or the other, but the recognition that even in our prayers, we should understand the limitations of what might be good for us as opposed to what we might wish for. And that sort of sense of limitation and moderation and deference, I think, sort of disappears.
The suggestion is that God alone knows measure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and now, of course, Thanksgiving is also known as the day before Black Friday, when the
Right.
shopping begins.